Hello everybody, myself is Surjit Thakre. I am the first Indian artist who has achieved a postgraduate degree in easel painting from the Academy of Fine Arts, Repin Institute of Painting, Sculpture and Architecture in St. Petersburg, Russia. I am also the founder president of Rarix Art Club affiliated to Russian Center of Science and Culture, New Delhi. I have an experience of 40 years as a professional artist. So I will start drawing with brush. I am doing this very freely because I have a lot of experience and practice. But for the beginners, it is very difficult to maintain the proportion, rhythm. So you have to do a lot of sketches of the figure before you start to do the composition on the canvas. When you compose the layout, always keep in mind about the placement or arrangement of visual elements. You should know what technique you are going to use. There are so many techniques. There are numerous compositional techniques to achieve a sense of unity within an artwork. A work of art is said to be aesthetically pleasing to the eye if the elements within the work are arranged in a balanced compositional way. Conventional composition can be achieved with a number of techniques. In this composition, we are using rule of third. Rule of third divide a canvas in thirds, both horizontally and vertically, and place the focus of the painting either 1/3 across or 1/3 up or down the picture or where the lines intersect. The rule of third is a composition guide that states that arranging the important features of an image on or near the horizontal and vertical lines that would divide the image into thirds, horizontally and vertically, is visually pleasing. After completing the drawing, next step is to fill the colors. I take the Persian blue, mix little bit black and white and apply in the figure. Apply the brush strokes from left to right. When you fill the colors, always keep in mind the direction of light. As here the light is coming from left side, so the dark contrast contour will be at the left side. The right side will be very smooth. Keep the strokes according to the form. Before you start coloring on the canvas, you should have some idea of color combination in your mind, or now you can use your color sketches. I have composed the one figure on the rule of thirds. I am using cross-hatching painting technique. In cross-hatching, brush strokes are crisscrossed over each other to create a web of color. The spacing between the lines can be varied depending on the effect you want. You can use cross-hatching to model foam, build up areas of light and shade, or create lively color mixture. Cross-hatching can be done in any number of colors, brushed on in any direction. I am using only one thin color. So when you apply, you get some lines of folds. In this composition, I am using only one figure, so there is lot of space. If I will leave this page just with flat color, it will be not interesting. To give more dynamic feeling, I will use some texture in the background. I am using cool colors in this composition. For cool color scheme, you have to use green, purple, blue, violet. Colors have also the meaning. For example, I am using the cool colors here because I want to depict the cool atmosphere. A lady is sitting in a calm and quiet. She is dreaming. Maybe she is waiting for her beloved. In the background, I show the nature, which is also depicting her feelings. After that, I take dark brown and fill the face, arm and foot. Here also you have to keep in mind the light and shade. Light shade will be on nose and upper head. I will keep white for the eyes. On the upper side of eye, I will use thin color by mixing some water. Now apply on the head. Add hairs. You can use very free strokes. To make the contrast near the figure, I am using orange, which is complementary to blue. Apply this color right side. Now take dark brown and fill the tree branches. Use the different lines towards the focal point. Always keep in mind the visual elements of art. Put the horizontal line. Use a liner brush to bake organic lines. Keep a very light touch. Next is to fill the background. At the background I start with dark green. I have thinned this color in the palette and mix nicely. I will give some texture by using the different strokes of the brush. So I have a lot of experience and practice to work on canvas. Now I can do any texture freely. But for the beginning you have to study a lot about the different texture. You can use different tools for the texture like blade, cloth, paper, etc. Accent this color all over the middle part of the foreground. To give some light tone, I just mix some water and thin the color. I am using here scumbling painting technique. Scumbling is the rough and uneven application of a layer of thin paint over canvas, producing a lively and unpredictable texture and color variety. Rather than a smooth, even gradation, scumbling produces a more casual blend. Colors that are too warm, too cool, or too bright can be modified with a scumble of suitable color. Scumbles are usually applied with a circular motion of the brush, but the effect can be achieved with streaks, dabs, or smudges. Acrylics dry fast, but if you work quickly, you can scumble two colors into one another while they are still wet. While the paint is still wet, you can create gradation of colors by knitting together the various tones of color using carefully controlled brushwork. Now I mix dark green with Persian blue. To fill the front part of the foreground, I make the tone by mixing the cadmium green. Apply this in the bottom of the foreground. Apply dark and light shade. Keep light shade around the figure. One has to have good understanding of where to apply what color. To give the depth in the forms, now I apply dark shade in the contour and give highlights to another side to give the 3D effect of the form. We have to give the effect of refraction, which is dimmed and highlight. I have finally given the dark shade in the background to give the perspective and movement in the picture, and put the light shade on the foreground. Give some details in the face. All the white space of right side cover with light green color. Keep the white silhouette in the left side. Right side you have to put light shade to give the dimension. The darkest shade of the background will be the contour of the figure at the left side near the face. Look at this painting. The light comes from the left. The receding plane between nose and eye socket is in deep shadow. Now fill in the bottom of the lip. The hollow immediately under the lower lip has been carved out, and the form of the chin developed. Pour dark shade in nostril. It may happen that the edges of the nose is strongly silhouetted against the dark shaded part of the far eye socket and is not clearly visible again until the contour turn under into shadow. At the right side, the contour will be softer than left side. You have to put the lighter shade of the green near the orange. Now mix the apple green with white and apply this tone from the horizontal line up to top. Apply bold strokes from right to left. After covering the whole canvas, now come and see from the distance. You will feel where to give highlights and light and shade. Then I do dark shades in the form to give the depth. I use the highlights either on the face of the main figure or the contrast background near the focal point. To make the figure come out, you can use contrast also. I put some white dots in the background and near the face. In composition, one has to know where to give more details. It is better to give details on your focal point and slowly to another place. If you will give all details as it is in whole canvas, it will disturb the viewers to focus on the painting and they will not understand what you want to say in this picture. At the last, you have to know when you have to finish the painting because too much overwork also can spoil the painting.